it's craft time. How are you? Hi, I'm here. And still working on blue. Doing up these blue pieces of paper. And going to do more. I have a lot more to do. Endless amount to do. And eventually I gotta clean my desk, 'cause everything's a mess in here. Alrighty, so how you doing? Happy Monday? Maybe. I don't know. And there's Buddy under me digging. So, yay. Too much to do, not enough time. So, tonight is make more progress. Had a hell of a time. I got blisters on my fingers last night. I don't know if you can see that one. I've got one in there. I've got one there. I've got one. I think this finger has one too. I might be wrong. But yeah, boof, boof, boof. Yeah, so I'm blistering up, trying to sharpen some pencils here and there. But yeah, my head's in a not a good space right now. I talk about it, but apparently people don't like me talking about it. Well, boo on them. eh. You know, you're haunted by memories of certain things, past and present. I was in the shower and an old memory came up that I don't know why it came up. Just, your mind wanders to these dark places, going over memories and that. So not always fun, isn't it? Oh, I can feel it. Yeah, down in here, I've got a little bit sore too. But yeah, too much to do, not enough time, but that's okay. There we go. Making some progress. Only some. There we go. Progress, progress. Yeah, I got a little blister reaction. And my desk is like covered in pencil pieces. Just had a memory of something that I'm not telling you. I'm so quiet. I have like nothing in mind to really, really get into. That's worth getting into. I gotta come up with something. Something inspiring, enlightening, or just normal. Hey. I don't know. I'm in a head funk. Oh, here's a fun one. Do you know anyone who is planning for Christmas 2025? That's not a business? Okay. Yeah, I know someone who is. They called me tonight, want me to look up something on the IKEA website and the Walmart website and all that. And I'm like, okay, who's it for? Okay, it's this person. Which Christmas? Next Christmas. And I'm like, why? And I'm like, really? Oh well. And the topic they wanted me to look up was, as they put it, a 12-piece dish set, which is really dinnerware. It's a 12-piece dinnerware when you try to search for it. And they want like less than $20. And I'm like, you can't get it for that anymore. You might in certain places, but no, like, that ain't how stuff goes anymore for pricing. It ain't cheap. It's like, they're going on prices from like, what, 5 years ago? Before the world went for crap. And I even mentioned, it's like, why are you buying them dinnerware? Like, most people generally have their good set, then they have another set of dishes that they use for day-to-day stuff. Like, and then after that, you buy when you need some. You don't, like, wait till Christmas for someone to gift you a set. And even so, like, how often do you go through dishes unless you're throwing them? That's a different issue. Yeah, but like it just was like this person's obsessed with shopping to the point that they don't even recognize the needs of the individual they're shopping for. The shopper is only going based on their limited perception. And the funny thing is, the person she's shopping for doesn't even know the person barely. So it's like, you don't even know what the person needs, or has an understanding what they're into, or what their goals are, or like, it's just lost. Anyway, yeah, just like, meanwhile, there's people out there like me here who's can't afford lunch every day, who needs a better paying job than the current one. Like, there's bigger problems out there than dishes for 2025. Like, I just don't get it. And that's where I get irritated about it. It's like, there's bigger problems out there than that. Yeah, I'm still going through a hell of a time with a gaping hole in my mouth after last week's luncheon turned broken tooth some more. It's like, oh. I mean, it is what it is. Like, it's just, the sucky part is I can't afford to fix it. That's another thing. Like, I need to go to the dentist and I can't go because I have no money. Like, I can't fix it, so I can't pay certain bills, and it just sucks. So that's kind of like the behind the scenes stress that I'm going through. Is, hey, the world sucks. Doing the best I can, cautiously as possible, and that's all I can do. One step at a time. So it's just messed up, you know. Yeah, that pencil broke. Anyway, I don't know. But I think a lot of people are similar situation to me, is similar-ish on, hey, like, the cost of living, the cost of everything is just going skyrocketing through the roof, and a lot of us are struggling, so it's a common theme these days. It sucks, but, you know. So, oh well. I do what I can. My hands are gonna be blue again tonight. My one fingernail, this one was blue all day. It was like, ugh, blue. But it was kind of neat looking. I didn't care. Because it had a little bit of, lead powder in it. And because it's watercolor pencil, so as you add water to it, it's like, boo, lots of water. And it made it ignite. But it's fun to get messy when you're crafty. But yeah, my blisters are really not liking me. That one's not liking me. That one's not liking me. Oh well. And yeah, that's what I can get into. Okay, now that I think of a topic when 10 minutes is up, is I thought about last night, late last night when I was doing this, when I was, shredding pencils. And then some pencils, in a general sense, I'm not going to name any brands because I technically can only name one brand. But so I'm going to name the other brands as a general sense. So I don't know if you're into coloring like I am, if you've tried different products here and there. There's some brands that are like their quality has come down over the years. And where the leads break super easily, like say for something like this, the lead breaks easily, the wood is hard to sharpen. Part of it could be literally the sharpener too, but other times it's just poor quality. So it makes it hard to be able to work on a project. Hence where I've got all these blisters, because what I was using last night off the camera was giving me blisters trying to sharpen. I had to take a knife to try to work out some of the sections that were being a pain in the butt. Anyway, so really is, hey, if you're really into art supplies, get to know your supplies, get to know your tools, because, and sometimes it may take a lot of trial and error to find the stuff you like. Until then, that's all you can do. And certain brands don't blend well with others if you're mixing, and it's just complicated. The world of coloring. So there's a little fun fact for tonight. I'll just color this one, and then we'll end the video. But yeah, so, because I thought this topic last time, like, well after. I'm like, yeah, this would be a good one. And it's also another thing is personal choice. Is another big factor when it comes to colored pencils, art supplies, and that. There's what would be my favorites versus what someone else's favorites. And someone else's favorites could be on so many factors: how it feels, what type of lead they're made out of, brand loyalty, price and availability, access to replacement pencils. Like, there's just so many factors that goes into building up your own art supplies. I've been reading a sports book. I'm not going to tell you which book because then that's going to bring up questions. But I'm reading a sports book. It's more the psychology of it, because I don't care about the sport itself, but I like the elements of psychology in it. But what the guy was saying in it was, in a general sense, hey, you gotta have the right tools for your game, for your sport. If you don't have that, you're not gonna play well, kind of thing. It's like, first learn the game, and then not only that, learn to have the correct tools and equipment and stuffs. So totally makes sense. And that this piece of equipment can work for this person but not for the next person. So it is a fascinating world of finding our own individual, what works for us. Alrighty, so with that, friends, I'm gonna call it a night, but I'm still gonna keep coloring, blisters and all. So have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.